Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, or social media, or our website. And today we are discussing a 2008 Rolex Oyster Perpetual Submariner in full yellow gold, reference 116618LB Lunette Bleu. This is the pre-2013 blue lacquered dial, whereby the dial perfectly matches the gloss blue tone of the Serichrome ceramic bezel. 40 millimeters. It is the super case, so it looks more like a 42, though it still wears as a 40. It is surprisingly thin at 12.3 millimeters thick, with a 48 millimeter lug-to-lug span and a 51 millimeter end-link to end-link span across the wrist, with a 20 millimeter span between the lugs in case you want to throw it on something like a rubber B strap or even strap up a NATO. 20 millimeters is the size. On the wrist, as I mentioned, it looks bigger than it is. Alongside a 5-digit sub, this thing looks gargantuan. It looks like a 42 or a 43, but it wears like a 40, and you can see it also wears low on the wrist, so if you do want to wear this as a dress watch, and a gold Rolex should be dressable, this one will easily fit underneath the cuff. Let's take a look. By the way, I'll show you on my wrist one more time from this angle so you get the span across, and I'd recommend it for a wrist probably no smaller than 14 centimeters circumference. Taking a look at the bracelet, it's the Oyster bracelet, 3 links, polished centers, satin flanks, conforming end link, polished outer faces. You can see there are removable links fixed by screw. On the underside, the gaps are broad to avoid pinching skin, pulling hair, or trapping wrist heat. And then you have an Oyster clasp milled out from the solid with a lift lock system. So you can see there's a beak and a hook, and it actually latches once, and then you close the clamshell, you latch it again. There's a kerf underneath the little crown, so you can dig in your nail. You can see that there are polished faces, satin flanks, and a polished straight through. There is the Rolex glide lock system, which is 20 millimeters of adjustment in 2 millimeter increments, so 10 steps, and it allows you to make sizing changes or pull out all the way for use over a wetsuit or a dry suit. This is a 300-meter water-resistant dive watch. The super case. It is a strong form. It makes a powerful statement, and it is an imposing presence. It's probably the best solution Rolex had during the 2000s to follow the trend towards larger looking watches without actually building a larger watch. Now you have a triplock crown in gold, you know that because it's 3 dots, and the center one is larger, so that is the gold crown. Screw down. The timepiece features a bezel for diving, naturally, with a wonderful combination of a silky glide and a sharp mechanical ratcheting detent. Have a listen. It feels great. It sounds great. The bezel is solid gold, and as you can see, it's a combination of polished outer face and satin finished recesses. The bezel insert here is ceramic, and that was new for 2008. This is an M series watch from 2008. This and the Smurf, the white gold Smurf, came out that year. They were the first ceramic bezel subs. What makes this one perhaps a little bit more striking is the use of yellow gold deposits inside the recesses to provide the calibrations. Now line up that luminescent pearl, which on a Rolex is actually sapphire capped, with the minute hand, and you have an impromptu 0 to 60 minute timer. I always prefer dive bezels to chronographs for functionality and legibility. This is the distinction that sets this watch apart from later examples, the blue lacquer dial. Today, if you want a blue lacquer dial on a Submariner, you have to get the Smurf. In 08 and from 08 to 2012, the blue lacquer dial was available. It was replaced by the Sunburst for 2013. I actually like having the dial and the bezel made of apparently the same material, as they have the same glossy gleam. They look like they're both made of lacquer or ceramic. The dial is yellow gold printed, which I find to be beautiful, and then there are applique indices in yellow gold with yellow gold hands to match. There is a Cyclops eye for reading the date. The watch has a quick set date and hacking seconds. Underneath the solid gold caseback, you have Rolex manufacturer caliber 3135, bi-directional automatic winding, super smooth and silent. It pivots on 31 joules with a 48-hour power reserve and beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. You have the quick set date and the hacking seconds. You have an overcoil hairspring made by hand, so the watch adjusted in 5 positions beats concentrically and keeps even time in any positions thanks to the overcoil, but it also has a COSC chronometer certification, so it is very accurate. A full balance bridge and a free spring index give the watch tremendous shock resistance. So this watch is water resistant, it is shock resistant, it is very robust inside and out, and because of the bi-directional winding action of the 3135 with the jeweled staff for the rotor and twin Teflon coated reversing wheels, the winding action is super slick, quiet, imperceptible. A model of refinement above or below the waves. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the yellow gold Rolex Submariner. Chromolite blue proprietary lume from Rolex. All 3 hands alume, to take note.